The Allegan State Game Area is the largest state game area in the state of Michigan. At 50,000 acres, it's significantly larger than most other state game areas in the Great Lakes state. Historically, the majority of the Allegan State Game Area is made up of oak and pine barrens. In an effort to assist private landowners in improving the quality of their acreage, an event called Walk with a Forester was held at the Allegan State Game Area to share information and resources.
We were approached by Ben Savoy, who is a district forester for Berry Conservation District, and they have this white oak initiative and they need places to go for tours, so they reached out to us and asked if we'd be willing to host Allegan State Game Area as a tour site for the White Oak Initiative, and then come along and be able to be speakers on the tour.
The White Oak Initiative is a national group that came together in response to low regeneration of white oak species. White oaks being very important to the cooperage industry in Kentucky, where this foundation really came up from grassroots level. Basically, they're seeing that there wasn't enough white oak to help sustain the industry's use of it.
And oak savanna is a rare natural community. This is one of the better ones in the state, based on the wildflower native savanna species that grow, the herbaceous species that grow in the understory.
One aim of many of the foresters in southwest Michigan is to assist people in getting more white oak trees on their properties.
If you were to look at a cover type map of Allegan State Game Area, it's going to be mostly oak.
It's not just in Kentucky or like the southeast, it's also across America that we're seeing this problem, that there's not enough regeneration of oaks to sustain their use and to have oaks into the future. I think current projections are at like 20, 30 years, and then they'll be completely unsustainable. So it's a urgent problem, something that when you think about 20, 30 years, it seems so far away, but it's actually something that we can have a great impact on now.
When you drive through here, if you saw on the drive, there's a lot of oaks. We have a lot of white oaks, and we do a lot of management for those species to benefit wildlife, because our primary objective is to benefit wildlife and for hunting purposes out here.
I would love for them to, have this event be the first step towards getting a management plan for their property, something that inspires them to do something long-term with their forest and kind of have that long-term view of what are they going to be doing with their property, what are the current conditions of it right now, so how can we help reach that better future.
For the organizers of this forest walk, they were surprised by the number of people that took part in this event.
We had a meeting last week with Ben, just organizing kind of a pre-meeting to say, make sure we're on base, go over the agenda, and he had mentioned that 4 or 5 people had signed up, and then I guess we put out a press release for the DNR. And whether it was that or whatever, we ended up with 40 to 50 attendees, so that's great. The more opportunity we have to interact with people, it's a huge engagement opportunity, really, because we don't typically see 40 to 50 people in an event, so it's pretty awesome.